Hey everybody, I'm Player, or at least that's what my parents named me. Welcome to the channel where we celebrate the good old US of A. And let me tell you folks, this ain't your grandma's travel show, unless your grandma's got a tattoo of Guy Fieri riding a bald eagle, in which case, hey grandma. Today we're diving headfirst into the heart of America with 10 must-visit places that'll make you want to pack your bags, grab your fanny pack and yell America at the top of your lungs. From sea to shining sea, we've got canyons that'll make your jaw drop, cities that never sleep, and enough natural beauty to make even the grouchiest traveler crack a smile. So buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to embark on a wild ride through the greatest nation on Earth. And if you don't agree, well, you can just take it up with my grandma. First up, we're heading to the Grand Canyon, a place so awe-inspiring it'll make you forget what you were arguing with your spouse about. Seriously, folks, this giant hole in the ground is 277 miles long, up to 18 miles wide, and a mile deep. You know those pictures you've seen? The ones that look photoshopped because the scale is so unbelievable? Yeah, those don't do it justice. Standing at the rim of the Grand Canyon is like staring into the face of geological time. It's humbling, it's magnificent, and it'll make you feel like a tiny speck in the vast universe. You can hike down to the bottom, raft down the Colorado River, or just stand at the edge and soak it all in. Just, maybe don't get too close to the edge after a couple of those souvenir margaritas. The Grand Canyon is calling, and trust me, you don't want to miss this one. Next stop, we're heading north to Yellowstone National Park, a land of geysers, hot springs, and enough bison to make you think you've traveled back in time. Yellowstone is like a giant science experiment gone right, with bubbling mud pots, colorful hot springs, and of course, Old Faithful, the most punctual geyser you'll ever meet. But Yellowstone's not just about geology, folks. It's also home to a staggering array of wildlife, including bears, wolves, elk, and even the elusive mountain lion. Just remember, while those fuzzy critters might look cuddly, they're still wild animals. So keep your distance, keep your snacks to yourself, and whatever you do, don't try to take a selfie with a bison. You can explore Yellowstone's wonders by car, on foot, or even on horseback. Yellowstone is waiting, and it's an experience that'll blow you away, but hopefully not literally. Buckle up, folks. We're heading to the city that never sleeps, the Big Apple, New York City. It's a whirlwind of energy and excitement. First stop, Times Square. It's crowded, loud, and full of tourists. Then, stroll through Central Park, catch a Broadway show. New York City is waiting. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're heading to Sin City, the entertainment capital of the world. The place where you can get married by an Elvis impersonator at 3 a.m. after hitting the jackpot Las Vegas. Las Vegas is a city of excess, where more is more and bigger is always better. It's a place where you can gamble your life savings away, see the world's biggest buffet, and watch a Cirque du Soleil show that'll make you question the laws of physics. Of course, no trip to Vegas is complete without a stroll down the Las Vegas Strip. This iconic street is home to some of the most extravagant hotels and casinos in the world, each one trying to outdo the other with over-the-top themes and attractions. You'll see everything from a giant pyramid to a replica of the Eiffel Tower, and yes, there are even gondola rides. But Vegas isn't just about gambling and neon lights. You can also catch a world-class show, from headlining musicians to comedians to magicians. Las Vegas is waiting, and it's an experience that'll leave you dazzled, dazed, and maybe a little bit lighter in the wallet. Next stop, we're trading in the desert heat for the tropical paradise of Miami, a city where the beaches are as hot as the nightlife, and the culture is even hotter. So grab your sunscreen, your dancing shoes, and your appetite for adventure, because Miami's got it all. First things first, you gotta hit up the beach. Whether you prefer the glitz and glamour of South Beach or the laid-back vibes of Key Biscayne, Miami's got a stretch of sand for you. Soak up the sun, take a dip in the ocean, and keep an eye out for celebrities. They're everywhere in Miami, darling. But Miami's more than just beaches, although those are pretty fantastic. Explore the vibrant Wynwood Walls, a street art haven that'll make your Instagram feed pop. Get your caffeine fix in Little Havana, where the coffee's strong and the music's even stronger. And be sure to sample some of the city's diverse cuisine, from Cuban sandwiches to fresh seafood to anything your heart desires. Miami's calling, and it's an experience that'll leave you tanned, refreshed, and ready to salsa the night away. Miami's got something for every taste and every beat. Alright folks, Hold on to your sourdough bread because we're heading to the city by the bay, the Golden Gate City, the place where even the fog is charming, San Francisco. This city's got it all: iconic landmarks, stunning views, and enough hills to make your calves scream for mercy. But trust me, it's worth every step. First things first, you gotta see the Golden Gate Bridge. This engineering marvel is even more impressive in person, especially when it's shrouded in fog, which, let's be honest, is most of the time. You can walk, bike, or drive across the bridge, but no matter how you do it, be sure to snap a few pics for the gram. Next up, hop on a ferry to Alcatraz Island, the former prison that once housed some of America's most notorious criminals. Take a tour, learn about the island's history, and try not to let the eerie atmosphere creep you out too much. San Francisco's waiting, and it's an experience that'll leave you charmed, inspired, and maybe a little bit out of breath. Get ready to let the good times roll, folks, because we're heading to the Big Easy, the Crescent City, the birthplace of jazz New Orleans. This city's a feast for the senses, with music on every corner, food that'll make you want to slap your mama, but in a good way, and a culture so unique you won't find it anywhere else. First things first, you gotta immerse yourself in the music. Head to the French Quarter, where jazz spills out of every doorway and brass bands parade through the streets. Catch a show at Preservation Hall, a legendary jazz club that's been around since the 1960s. And don't be afraid to let loose and dance in the streets, everyone else is doing it. But New Orleans is more than just music, although that's a pretty good reason to visit. Explore the historic French Quarter with its wrought iron balconies, colorful buildings, and voodoo shops. And then there's the food. Oh, the food. New Orleans is a culinary melting pot with influences from French, African, Caribbean, and Cajun traditions. New Orleans is waiting, and it's an experience that'll leave you full, happy, and maybe a little bit hungover. Alright folks, trade in your beads and feather boas for a suit and tie, or at least a clean shirt, because we're heading to the nation's capital, the District of Columbia, the place where history comes alive, Washington, D.C. Now I know what you're thinking, D.C.? That sounds about as exciting as watching paint dry. But hold your horses folks, because D.C. quote, S got a lot more to offer than just politics and monuments. First things first, you gotta see the White House. This iconic building is even more impressive in person, even if you don't get to meet the president, unless you're one of those lucky tourists who happen to be visiting during a state dinner. Take a tour, learn about the history of the presidency, and try not to get tackled by the Secret Service. Next up, pay your respects at the National Mall, a sprawling park that's home to some of the country's most important memorials and monuments. D.C. quote, S waiting, and it's an experience that'll leave you informed, inspired, and maybe a little bit overwhelmed by the sheer amount of history packed into one city. Get ready for your close-up, folks, because we're heading to the City of Angels, the entertainment capital of the world. Take that, Vegas, the place where dreams come true, or at least you can see where they filmed them. Los Angeles, L.A. quote, S, a city of sunshine, celebrities, and endless possibilities. It's a place where you can spend the morning hiking in the Hollywood Hills, the afternoon browsing designer boutiques on Rodeo Drive, and the evening sipping cocktails with a view of the city lights. First things first, you gotta do the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Sure, it's crowded, it's touristy, and you might step in something you'd rather not step in, but hey, it's a rite of passage. Find your favorite star's name, snap a selfie, and try not to get run over by a tour bus. Next up, head to Universal Studios Hollywood or Warner Brothers Studio Tour Hollywood for a behind-the-scenes look at how movies and TV shows are made. You might even catch a glimpse of your favorite celebrity on set. But L.A. quote, S not all about Hollywood and entertainment. Explore the Getty Center, a stunning museum with a world-class art collection and breathtaking views of the city. Los Angeles is waiting, and it's an experience that'll leave you starstruck, sun-kissed, and maybe a little bit overwhelmed by the sheer size and scope of it all. Aloha, folks. We're ending our epic American adventure in Paradise, Hawaii. This chain of islands in the Pacific Ocean is the definition of a tropical getaway, with stunning beaches, lush rainforests, active volcanoes, and a laid-back vibe that'll make you want to ditch your shoes and stay forever. First things first, you gotta hit the beach. Whether you prefer the golden sands of Waikiki Beach, the black sand beaches of the Big Island, or the secluded coves of Kauai, Hawaii's got a beach for every taste. Learn to surf, snorkel, or just relax on the sand and soak up the sun. But Hawaii's more than just beaches, although those are pretty spectacular. Explore Volcanoes National Park on the Big Island where you can witness the raw power of nature at its finest. For a taste of Hawaiian culture, visit a luau, where you can enjoy traditional food, music, and dance. Hawaii's waiting, and it's an experience that'll leave you feeling relaxed, rejuvenated, and maybe a little bit sunburned. And there you have it, folks. 10 must-visit places in the USA that'll make you proud to be an American, or at least make you want to book a flight. From the bustling cities to the breathtaking natural wonders, this country's got something for everyone. So what are you waiting for? Grab your passport, pack your bags, and get out there and explore the greatest nation on Earth, according to this video at least. And hey, if you happen to run into my grandma at the Grand Canyon, tell her I said hi. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel adventures. And until next time, keep on exploring.